this again. Hopefully it pops up on my channel and I wrote a different thing for it. So he's out walking around. Just gonna do the departure brief. I haven't done the numbers yet, so I'm back into the box. My mouse seems to be staying put this time. So I'm on the flight plan. Departure's definitely too far right. I feel like I've done this before. Zephyr 2 to Rasta. Direct Elda. KLAS, we're going to try for one left. And then Rockstar 1 from Elda. Insert. No VIA because I got the ILS in there. Right? Rad navs. Good. Phoenix VOR. In it. Grab the wind. In it B. Now, let's see, for a load sheet, we've got 159.0, 30.53. Which is different than before, if I remember correctly. Interesting. And then the block 17.3, which they just finished up. And then let's take a look at our OFP. So our dispatch release calls for a burn of 5.9, looks like 5.5 here. A reserve of 4.2, 45 minutes. I base these off JetBlue numbers and I just use it for the Airbus. 600 for the taxi out for a CFM apparently. And 4.2 also for the alternate. 0 on the route reserve. Probably didn't need an alternate, but I let it sit in there. So 0, set. Let me turn some of this down. We're gonna get a nice sunset into Vegas and a night approach into Burbank. Do the first officer a favor and put his stuff down here. So again, like I mentioned before, I had doubted FS2 crew, and then I got it, and I'll tell you, it's a heck of a piece of equipment. So let's go ahead and start boarding. Alright, everything's done there, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Oop, not here.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Yeah, no issues. So we're going to do cockpit prep before takeoff. So I'm not talking to him yet. We're just doing our seated cockpit prep. And I can get that out of the way. So it's 8,000 on the Zephyr 2. The current information is... got it here in the A-car. So Lima for Phoenix. So I'm going to go ahead and contact the tower now on 120.9. Set up Unicom on the other side of that. Phoenix Tower, good afternoon. It's Frontier Flight 2157 with information Lima for IFR to Las Vegas.
Frontier Flight 2157, Phoenix Tower, hello. Clear to the Las Vegas Airport, Zephyr 2 departure, risk to transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, departure offline, squawk 0702.
So let's get that squawk in there. Go ahead. Yes.
Thanks. Clear to board.
Okay, Frontier Flight 2157, clear to Las Vegas. Zephyr 2 departure, Elda transition. Excuse me, Zephyr 2 departure, Rasta transition, and then as filed. Climbing via SID departure offline, and the squawk is 0702 for Frontier Flight 2157.
Frontier Flight 2157, readback is correct. Advise ready for taxi. Phoenix altimeter 29091.
Okay, we'll call you for taxi on the altimeter 2991, and we do have Lima. Thank you. Alright, let's get the brightness down. That's good. A little more here. Put the little pedestal. Might as well just a touch. So now we do our before start, so we're looking at 8,000, right? So we're gonna run performance numbers now. I'm gonna set my VORs on, right? Turn my flight director on. What I need to do is go here and here. So we got climb nav. What I'm gonna do is, oh no. I lost the mouse. Hopefully it stays here, but something when I go into that, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this on. So Phoenix dry runway, air conditioning definitely needs to be on. 25 right. Calculate. We just got our ACARS message. 159.1 and 175.8. So 28.2. 28.2, 75.8. Calculate for 25 right. What's it going to give us? So trim's neutral, flex 50, flap 3. So I'm going to go on to the performance section now.
Hello. Thank you.
So I'm going to click in flex 50. Right. Can actually double click these in. Flaps up 00. We got 52, 56, 59. 52, 56, 59. Just double checking that. ACARS 175.8. Okay. So the fueling's completed. Need to go ahead and send the fuel report before they send us a message yelling at us. 2570. Send. Back to the performance. His page is the flight plan page. You can hear those CFMs ticking away in the background, and here comes the cargo loader. Looks like they got the bags. Low cost carrier, doesn't take much. Here. Fuel pumps come on. Come down here. So we got 17,280 pounds. It's balanced, the pumps are on. See how it's doing the temper in the back. Much better. That'll heat up as the passengers get on. I don't know what's going on with the... Oh yeah. It's not good. It's like trapping the mouse, so it is. Looks like it is the FSLabs. Brakes on, set. So as we do this, I can bring this down. Right click this. Right. Down to about there. So let's put terrain on his side. Packs on. So I'm going flex 50. Config 3. It's going to be 152, 156, and 159. Right. So the one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run secondary flight plan, copy the active, and from OSGU, I am going to put it in Phoenix just in case we got to come back. Put it to the longest runway, which is 26. So if we lose an engine or something like that, then we can swing out to 0 if we need to. And then I go back to the performance. So I got my constraints up, and I'll ask him for the before start checklist. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Adheres.
For adheres, you want to come down here, go to data, position monitor. You want to check that you got 3 in nav. Right? Nav.
Fuel quantity.
17,300 pounds. 17,300 pounds. 17,300 pounds.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Faro ref.
2991 set.
2991. Set. Electronic load sheet.
Sent.
Down to the line.
So now we're down to the line. As soon as all the passengers are on board. Once it gets to about 150, I'll fire up the APU. I'm gonna manage the speed there. And then I'm gonna ask him if he's ready for the departure brief. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Ready.
So we got an A321, so we want to caution for a tail strike. No NOTAMs, weather's good, runway conditions are dry. So we're going to push off the gate 4 here. Terrain on your side. Packs will be on for this. Lock fuel's good, 17,280. Takeoff weight's going to be about 176,000 pounds on 2.6. Fuel prediction shows us having 2.8 extra at the destination. Flap 3, flex 50, 52, 56, 59, transitioning at 18,000. We're going up flight level 280. Reduction at 2130 and Excel at 2130. Minimum safe in this sector. So I'm checking my departure chart. 7 left, 6,100 in the quadrant we're going. But it quickly climbs up to 8,300.
Phoenix Tower,
and
American
above 10,000.
1264 radio check.
So if anything happens and we need to get out of Dodge, let's get up to 10,000 flat and keep it to 9,000 east of the airport would be good. We're going double engine taxi. Cruise altitude is going to be 28,000. And we will use the weather radar. Left seat departures. That's it. Any questions?
No questions.
Let's start the APU. Watch that spool up down here. So I'm sorry about the charts, guys. I'm not quite sure. I think it's the FSLabs. I forgot to put the Frontier.
American 1234, Phoenix Tower.
Forgot to put the Frontier
Radio check.
picture in there. And
American 1234,
it has it in a
555.
folder, but it isn't for this particular config.
Upgrade my client. Thank you, sir. Up find your pursuit. Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's similar. Wi-Fi's messed up or something tonight. Something's not quite right here. Graph Simlink is not working very well. I am on Volanta, you can follow me. It's FBW, FTW. It's 190 passengers, so the APU is available. I'm going to go ahead and put the APU bleed on. APU bleeds up. Okay, we're on internal power now. Kick Simlink, or kick my Navigraph charts app. Alright, so expected taxi routing is going to be either Delta 9, so spot's going to be Yankee 5, and then either Delta 9, Echo 13, or Delta all the way down Delta 13. So they're going to send us a final load sheet, which I will send. Alright, so that's boarding complete. Don't really have a good Frontier thing. There are some Frontier recordings, but they're not the greatest. So now we wait for them to close up, which sometimes can take a few minutes. So I will be right back once they close up and we send the load sheet. Alright, so we're all closed up now. What I'll do here is call for below the line. Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Go ahead.
Thrust levers.
It'll be a short taxi. Yes.
Thanks. See you up there.
Idle. Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
So I'm just going to acknowledge the load sheet. It did change up a little bit. We got 159.1, 30.7, and 28.2 on the deal. So I'm going to go ahead and call for push. Connections. Get rid of the ground AC. Request pushback. Let's see how this is going here. I don't know how this is going. Okay.
Ground to
Full
cockpit.
static in my mic
We are
here.
connecting the tug now, so
Okay, I need a
please
new
confirm
headset.
the parking brake is set.
I tell you, it's almost real time. Okie dokie.
Locking the gear now.
So we get nose wheel steering disconnected here. Cabin crew, arm slides and cross check. Let's on pushes right here. I'm sure many of you who use P3D will know the FSLabs is just, along with the Mad Dog, is a magnificent airplane. The way it integrates with SimBrief and GSX and just about everything.
Alright, Captain, bypass pin is inserted and the tug is connected. Ready to push at your discretion, and please release parking brakes.
Get brakes released.
Captain, you are clear for engine
Please
start.
verify train tables are up.
Starting
and
engine 2.
seats back in its
Check.
right lock position. Any carry-on item under the seat in front of you is pushed all the way forward so your row is completely clear. Make sure your small electronic devices are held for securing seat pocket. And at this time, if you pull out that safety information card in the seat back pocket, you can follow along as we demonstrate the important safety features of our aircraft. The seatbelt is fastened by inserting the metal end into the buckle. To tighten, pull the loose strap. And to release, lift up on top of the buckle.
I have to go through.
The seatbelt should be
turn off all
worn
my
low
stairs
and
from
tight
the
across your
airports.
lap. Our aircraft has 8 emergency exits. There are 2 door exits in the front and 2 door exits in the rear of the cabin. In addition, there are 4 door
Pushback
exits
complete.
in the
Set
cabin,
parking
2 forward on
brake
the wing
and
and 2
confirm.
after the wing. Each is equipped with evacuation slide that inflates automatically when
46
open,
seconds.
and the slide at the forward and
47
aft
until
exit
the
door
engine
remains
stabilizes.
wrapped. An additional life raft
Starting
is
engine
an
1.
overhead bin as
Check.
noted on the safety information card. Right wire signs
lead.
overhead and lights on the floor leads to all exits. Take a look at finding your nearest
See
exit.
some
Keep
oil
in
pressure.
mind, it might be
Oil
behind
pressure
you.
rise. Oil quantity
In the
decline.
event of a water evacuation,
Engine
use
2.
the life vest under your seat. Remove the vest only when instructed by a crew member. Pull the red straps off of the container and remove the pouch. Pull the tab to one side to remove the vest. Push the
Ignition
vest
A.
over your head.
Is
Wrap the
disconnected
strap
and bypass
around
light
your
off
waist
at
to the end
CGT.
of the
We'll
buckle.
signal you
Pull to tighten.
side.
Right up.
Once outside the aircraft, pull
Get
down
in one.
sharply on the red tab on the front, or pull it to the red tube near your shoulder to inflate the vest. The vest is equipped with the water-activated light. The location you use the life vest for small children can be found in the safety information card. If needed, due to loss of cabin pressure, 4 oxygen masks
Available.
run from the compartment
stabilizing.
overhead. Put on a mask into the plastic
47
tubing and slowly
seconds.
descend to start the flow of oxygen. Place
So
the
we'll
mask
do the
over your
after
nose
start
and mouth.
flow now.
To adjust,
Turn
pull
off
on the
the
elastic
APU
tab on
bleed.
either side.
Turn off the APU.
Make sure to adjust your mask for any child or another
As soon
passenger.
as I put the ignition
And
to
although
normal, he'll
oxygen is
set the
flowing, the
flaps.
bag may not inflate.
Call for the
Better
after start
location
checklist.
regulations require by
Anti-ice.
federal compliance provided information
Off.
sign, posted placards,
ECAM
and
status.
member instruction,
Checked.
including information on seatbelts
Pitch
and
trim.
smoking. Smoking in many counties includes the use of electronic cigarettes and
So we're
cigarettes
gonna
is
set
not allowed
the,
on
he's
this
supposed
aircraft
to
because
set
of
that
laboratory.
after the
Federal
flaps.
law prohibits temporary disabling or destroying laboratory
Usually
smoke
it's
detector.
just a touch
Thank
off.
you for your attention. Please sit back, relax, enjoy.
So we'll set that there. 28% set.
Rudder trim.
Not a rudder trim. The button zeroed. Flight control check. Nope, can't do that yet. 0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight controls. Flight control check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Usually we'll say 4 right.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
With you. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
That's it, my friend. Now he's gonna do it. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Okay. Phoenix, it's Frontier Flight 2157 for taxi with Lima.
Frontier Flight 2157 confirmed. Squawk mode Charlie, please.
Oops, sorry about that. Helps when it's on.
Frontier Flight 2157, Squawk mode Charlie confirmed. Runway 25 right, taxi via Delta 9 and Echo. Phoenix altimeter 299er1.
Delta 9 Echo 2991, Frontier Flight 2157. Okay, so brakes are off. I'm used to the IAEs. They take a little bit more. The IAEs would be rolling already, especially at this weight. Just confirmed about Frontier Flight 21. This is Delta 9 Echo, right?
Frontier Flight 2157, affirmative.
Thank you, sir. This actually is... It's not really a heavy A321 right here. Does take quite a bit more juice with the CFMs. Because it's a fairly short taxi, what I'll do is I'll call for the checklist now. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Now this is a good chance. Normally you check the speeds, you go 152 blue, 159 magenta, climb nav blue, 8000 blue, 2991, 1 FT2. Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 3.
Config 3. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
And gentlemen, as normal procedures,
V1 152, VR 156, V2 159, flex 50%.
V1 152, VR 156, V2 159, flex temp 50 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, cabin blue. So we're gonna hold off on that. Once the cabin calls. Once the cabin calls, we'll be good. I'm actually surprised.
So please prepare the
There it
cabin
is.
for departure at this time.
Usually call just after this. We got 2 to go. There it is. Down here.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
That's to the line. Once we get up to the runway, we'll call for the rest of the checklist. Let's see. FSLabs, when they released the Sharklets, I think they miscoded the button here. So watch, the doors will become disarmed now. See, you gotta click it one more time, and they'll arm them again. It's a small thing, but I think they just hit the button the wrong way. So I steer a little bit with the pedals if I need just a nudge.
Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure and all call.
There we go. And the center line is right about, actually this A321, if I put the 1 right on the money there, if I put the 1 right up the middle, let's check where the wheel is. Oh yeah, look at that. 1 should be right about there. And see, now it's asking me to check the cabin again.
Frontier Flight 2157, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, wind 330 at 4.
Clear takeoff, 25 right, Frontier Flight 2157. Below the line. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
25 right, confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, here we go. So I'm going to light it up now. Ready?
Affirm.
I ask him if he's ready. Looks like I went a little too far staring at the wing. Just take one last look, make sure everything's good. Probably get a little bit more cooling here, because we are in the desert. Line her on up. And this is a CFM, so we're going to go 50% N1, stabilize it, and then we'll call for flex. Okay, rolling takeoff. Half stick down. Spool them up 50%. Takeoff.
Check.
Hit chrono. Stabilized. And flex 50, SRS auto thrust, blue.
Thrust set. Checked.
Hold that center line. It's 80. Release the pressure.
100 knots.
Checked. gotta do much. You just let it rotate off the runway. Gear up.
Gear up.
Positive speed trend. Thrust climb auto thrust.
Frontier Flight 2157, monitoring Unicom, good day.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Unicom, Frontier Flight 2157, good day. See that loss we got there? Switch to Unicom. They usually hand fly to about 11,000 feet, 10, 11,000 feet. Take a look at Phoenix over here on the right. I've been debating getting some mega scenery Earth, real photo scenery for this. Hey, this is the first time they've ever actually dimmed the cabin lights. It is Frontier, those cabin lights would be extra. Okay. Flaps 0. Flaps up. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
So let's see, we get the auto attraction on the flaps there. We're looking for a green dot right now for 230 knots at Zydog.
Standard. Cross-checked. Passing flight level 045.
Let's see, he's looking for standard. I'm looking for this. After takeoff climb checklist. After takeoff climb checklist.
Landing gear. Now.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
So the line is going to be, the line will be setting standard. So we're just at green dot, so we got to watch it with the banking. We could bug up if we really wanted to. There's nobody in the area. Going into Burbank yesterday, and it's on my channel. Going into Burbank yesterday was a bouncing around. I didn't know if it was the stall warning or what. So we're gonna get the acceleration after Zydog here, up to 250 knots. 280 blue.
Checked.
Forgot to call my FMA on that. Actually, I didn't call any of my FMAs. Shame on me. Let's get up to 250 knots here. The passengers in the back actually noticed that, to be honest with you. He's going to give me my climb flow after 10,000 here. So off go the lights.
Checked.
Last turn with the autopilot.
Confirm seatbelts off.
Confirm.
Confirm. Clear red nav.
Confirm. There's nothing clear there, but Pilot 1.
Checked. Confirm copy. Active to secondary.
Confirm. Well, actually, what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go into the secondary myself, and I will...
Cruise flight level is as shown. Optimum flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Interesting that the offer was 285. I'm going to go to my progress and my PLS. Secondary, sticky, 26 right, or 26 left. 26 right, right. So that's there if we need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us. We join you in the cabin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from a selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar.
Flight 2157,
We accept payments in
radar
pounds,
contact.
euros, most
Climb
major
maintain
currencies,
level
and
280.
debit or credit cards. The correct exchange would be
Climb
greatly
maintain,
appreciated.
flight level 280,
And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin
Delta
shortly.
292, descend to maintain 6,000.
Descend to maintain 6,000, and we have golf for Delta 292.
I'm going to get Albuquerque, actually. Quick up, quick up. LA, come on. Yep, they did.
Delta 292, descend to maintain 5,000.
Descend to maintain 5,000, Delta 292.
And Delta 292, on your present heading, join the runway 26 for pleasure.
Wilco, Delta 292.
Set standard.
Standard. Cross-checked. Passing flight level 180.
So for us, the line is at Elda, or just before Elda. We'll get handed over to LA.
Now.
Below the line. Check.
Aero ref.
Standard set.
Standard. Set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
And Albuquerque, went to flight 2157. Alright, we'll step out for about 2 minutes here.
Frontier Flight 2157, that's approved, just report back.
And I will be right back with you folks.
Center, Delta 292 is at the airport site.
Delta 292, clear visual approach, runway 26.
One more thing though.
Roger, clear
If you
visual.
go in the FSLabs ATSU,
For Delta 292.
weather or ATIS, you go direct ATIS, you can select departure, arrival, right? So I'm going to select arrival, auto update, and I'm going to hit send. So that's going to constantly, so it's right now, it's 54, so it's going to give me the current ATIS, and then it should give me, if I hit the button, something going on here, I don't know. Not getting anything. We're going to pop in like 4 ACARS messages at once. Usually pulls from bad, so let's see if we can get the METAR. Yep, there we go. Just got the METAR, but not the ATIS. Interesting. Alright, be right back with you folks. Enjoy the climb out in the beautiful sunset. This is Pascal Skies with it's Pascal Skies, no embouchure, no reshade. I'm a little scared to use that stuff lest I have problems.
Delta 292, the winds are 3304, runway 26 clear line.
Runway 26 clear line, Delta 292.
Touchdown aircraft information, Mike is current, the altimeter is 2991 at Sky Harbor.
Frontier Flight 2157's back.
Frontier Flight 2157, thank you.
So this was Pascal's.
Frontier Flight 2157, how's your ride been at you're in the climb up there?
Pretty fair actually.
1,000 to go.
Not too much bumps at all.
Roger.
So showing the company message now. So arrival ATIS Echo 1005, 10 miles, fuel 20,000.
Delta 292, welcome to Sky Harbor. You can taxi straight ahead on Charlie 7, left turn Charlie to the ramp. I'll be there.
20 degrees, 6 degrees.
Charlie 7,
Minus
left on
6.
Charlie to the ramp,
So
Delta 292.
3000, we want to preset. Mock out star. So we got 40 miles to top of descent.
Cruising flight level 280. Check.
Checked. So, Foxtrot just popped up in Vegas. 1 left and 2-6 left visuals. So, I'm going to do the visual backed up to the ILS. Transition 18,000. I'm going to back that up at the ILS. Check the minimums for. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and copy the active. Again, copy active. Set up 2-6 left from Freno, because he's probably going to route us in that way. And the box is asking me for the destination.
Frontier Flight 2157, have a good night. Contact LA Center 135.55
Look at that secondary. LA 3555, we'll see you as Frontier Flight 2157. LA, good evening, Frontier Flight 2157, flight level 280.
Frontier Flight 2157, LA Center, good evening.
And just out of curiosity, LA, is that ATIS Foxtrot yours, or is that Real World that I just picked up on my box here?
I'm not sure what Vegas has done if he's using Real World. I'm not sure if that's the case, but he's using config 3. Who knows what they're using in the Real World?
Okay, I just got no. I'm saying that I'm showing information Fox visuals to 2-6 left and 1 left.
Yeah, so you're coming in from the east, so it's much easier for you to go on 2-6 left. So you could probably expect that. I'll coordinate with him right now.
Okay, thanks very much.
No worries.
Okay, so we'll go reverse max, auto brake low. So, get the weather one more time. Should be good to go here with the weather.
Checked.
You have control.
I have control.
So, weather in Vegas. It's 30.00. Let you watch me punch this in here. Temperature is 19 now. 070 at 7. And the bar is going to be 2269. That's for 2-6 left. And the secondary I'm going to set up now. I'll set it up for 1 left. Because we do have a
Frontier Flight 2157, descend to the Rockstar 1 arrival, runway 26 left, Vegas altimeters 3000.
Descend via the Rockstar 1, runway 26 left, Frontier Flight 2157. Are you ready for the approach briefing? Are you ready for the arrival briefing? Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready.
Any questions?
None.
Okay. So I hit the auto brake there. I'm looking for the We got a headwind, so I'll probably hold out.
Delta 3385, contact Albuquerque on 127.85.
So I'll just hold off here. 12 miles to go. A few bumps here at Toledo.
Affirmative, Albuquerque now on 127.85. We'll see ya.
2785.
Los Angeles Center, very good evening. JetBlue 101, check-in, flight level 340, just outside of Fix Gable, Golf Alpha, Bravo, Bravo, Lima.
101. So I had a mode reversion there on the speed.
JetBlue 101, LA Center, very good evening to you, sir. Squawk 7254.
Okay, so the bottom of the arrival is going to be 8,000 for Prino.
7654 for JetBlue 101. How are you? I'm good, JetBlue 101. Your radar contact just touching Gable now. Descend via the Hollywood 1 arrival. The Ontario Altimeters 29906, advised leaving flight level 340.
Must be. If he's on the
Descend
Hollywood,
via the
it's gonna be
Hollywood 1
so-
arrival and advised vacating flight level 340 for JetBlue 101. Thanks.
JetBlue 101. Yeah, it is Fort Lauderdale, LA. There we go. Thrust idle descent, 8,000 blue. Thrust idle descent. I have control.
You have control.
Thrust idle descent.
Checked.
Now, Fifi will get away from you here. So on the progress page, we're showing 1,150 feet high. She's gonna get on and chase that. So, go ahead and hit the seat belts. That's where we're gonna intercept the descent path.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure all
36,
crew electronic
37,
devices
she's
remain
speeding right
off
up.
to secure help for random
What
flight.
happens here
Check your
is she
seatbelt,
likes
ensure it's
to
securely fastened, raises you back to its full upright position so the tracing will.
push the level off real quick.
You will come by one last time.
We're gonna catch that.
Any newspapers or any
Open
other items
descent.
you'd like to subscribe. Please assist
Let it
providing
adjust
time
to the
cabin
speed.
next flight by checking your
See the
seat
donut
and
coming
pocket.
back.
Thank you, only ladies
It's kind of
and
tricking Fifi a little bit. That's all it's doing. 3,000's not so bad. You know, 4,000's. I've been in a 6,000 foot per minute descent. Not fun. So it'll speed on up to catch it. She's probably gonna go bombing by it here. There she goes. Yep. Power's gonna come off some more. The Airbus is a wonderful machine if you understand how to work it. If you get behind, you know, if you get behind what's going on up here with the automation, you can get, you really can get behind the curve. So we're landing with the tailwind. I didn't preset. So we run the landing performance on the EFB. So we're going to use all reversers, air conditioning on at Las Vegas. 171.1, so just under max landing weight. 26 left, dry runway.
Checked.
So we got a 7 knot tailwind and a BLS of 143 in the box.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
It's giving us 147. It's just asking me for 148, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 148 in the box. Pink skies are gorgeous, but I would like to see it be a little more.
Departure flight 2157, contact Vegas approach on 135, 8.0 Lucia.
Is that 3510?
35 nothing.
Okay, 13500, jet, Frontier flight.
Checked.
Okay, good night.
Set 3000. Set QNH 3000. Set QNH 3000 set. Sometimes it's voice control. Vegas approach, good evening. It's Frontier flight 2157. Descending on the Rockstar 1. Runway 26 left.
2157 Vegas approach, hello, say altitude.
17.4 descending Rockstar 1 information Fox.
Thanks, Frontier flight 2157 at Preno, cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach.
At Preno, cleared the ILS 26 left, Frontier flight 2157. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Baro ref.
QNH 3000 set.
3000 set. Minimum.
2269 feet set.
2269 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Depending on how much fuel we have, hopefully I'll have enough time to get back to over to Burbank. This will be my first time trying to land at Vegas with the streaming, so let me knock on my wooden side table here.
From the 12 radar contact the altitude.
Passing 4,000 southwest 12.
So the 12 climb maintain flight level 190.
Climb maintain 190 southwest 12. There's the Hoover Dam and the lights of Vegas.
Checked.
So she's on a decel segment now. Go ahead and bring this on in. I'm very lucky in that I don't have.
Southwest 12 contact LA Center 135.55, good night.
LA Center 135.55, good night.
I don't have to touch the computer much. Very rarely, if ever. I've got all the autopilot functions. You know, this isn't, but you know, these two, all these buttons, this, all this stuff, I've got it all programmed up. So I'm coming in with the tail end. Huxley. What I'll go ahead and try to do is see what the prog page looks like here. We're about 300 feet high. Can give it a little speed break here just to see. I like to be careful with the. I like to be very careful with the A321 and the speed brake because you can get right up to VLS real quick. Look at that. VLS is above green dot. That's all she needed. So it looks like we get the decelerated approach. The lights, one of my favorite parts. They got this really right. And even in the non-sharklet aircraft, it really looks really real. The non-LED bulbs. We are cleared the ILS. IRLE came in. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and arm the load.
Checked.
And hope that it doesn't
Checked.
kill us here. I'm also going to set 3800 here. Viva Las Vegas. Speed out constraint star.
Checked.
Decel. Gonna get on the green dot and hold it. I'll call for flap here. That's a nice screenshot. Flap swan. Flap 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Thrust idle descent.
Checked.
Lope star.
Checked.
So let's go for about 190 on the speed. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Do is get below the glide slope.
Checked.
Structure flight 2157, wind 0607, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 26 left, frontier flight 2157. So I'm going to try to arm the approach now. Glide slope.
Ladies and gentlemen, as normal procedures, NVRs in darkness to dim the cabin lights. You'll find a reading light in the panel above your head, should you wish.
Excuse me. So, gorgeous night into Vegas here. Gonna go ahead and take over. Flight director's off, bird on. So he's giving me the bird, and I'm gonna try to give it a 3 degree glide slope. Remember, the faster we're going here, the worse it is. Once we get to about Relin, You know what's messed up is the Navigraph data. It always calls for Shand. Shand is supposed to be 4800, and it always calls for it at 3800 for whatever reason. Let's see what's going on. Gotta put that in manually. Suppose it's an easy fix. Drifting just a touch low. Viva Las Vegas.
Cabin crew seats for
Looks like
landing, please.
that's traffic over there, isn't it? Yeah, looks like traffic. So the Pappies are not coincident with the glide slope. Off track here. So we got a heavy plane. So I'm gonna pass the co-pilot. Manage speed. Manage speed. Gear down.
Gear down.
Let's let speed drop off. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Watch that PV.
Approach, radio check.
Ladies and gentlemen, as normal procedures, because the darkness too difficult.
Flaps full.
You'll find a reading light in the panel above your head.
Yeah, left hand departure, Washington 2311, ready to copy LAS-BUR to 2500.
Western 2311, expect
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Expect BBC, Western 2311, thanks.
Cabin's ready.
Passing final approach fix. 3800 feet.
Runway in sight. Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Doesn't look half bad for the lights. That's Orbex, I believe.
$1,000.
So we're getting a ground speed mini there. Stable.
Checked.
Out when clocking around back on us.
$500.
You tend to have trouble with this runway. Stable target sinking 1,000.
400. 300.
Tailwind now.
200. 100 above.
100 above.
100. Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard.
Oh, I floated it. It's going to be right on the
Spoilers.
center line, but I floated it.
Reverse green. Decel.
Landing report.
70 knots.
is, right there. Going to Delta 18.
Frontier Flight 2157, welcome to Las Vegas, cross runway 26 right, taxi to parking via Bravo, good night.
Cross to 6 right and parking via Bravo. We'll see you on the way back out if you're still on. Approach and clear. Clear left side.
Clear right side. Check.
Fly Tampa, Vegas. Just one of my most amazing sceneries.
En route check for Salt City 34.
So 1534
So yeah, we definitely landed long. That's Alpha 7. I could have jammed it. Take a look at the approach report, which I will pop up for you. Avia works. So, stabilized for IMC, met. Stabilized for visual, met. Last 500 feet we were stable. Last 50 feet we were stable. The only risk to this landing was that the landing was not in the touchdown zone. Touchdown information. Rate 100 FPM, greaser. Consider positive touchdown on short runways.
And approach
Guys, it's not about
for clearance to San Diego.
Not always about.
So 1534 Vegas departure, expect PDC.
It's not always about the vertical speed, right? Sure, that's good. Let's see. Clear here. Get the after landing checklist. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracting.
Spoilers.
Disarm.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening overhead bins. The light is to shift steering plate. If you don't turn off game or airplane mode on your personal electronic devices, then use your cell phones if they are available to you.
Frontier Flight 2157, good way to it.
After landing checklist complete.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got confused on the taxiway.
No worries.
Customer service should be available in the gate area to answer
After landing
any questions
checklist.
you have concerning connections or baggage claims. Passengers needing special
Frontier Flight 2127, hold for there.
Please remain seated until the majority of passengers have.
Yeah, we got the Delta.
Wheelchairs will not be available until the end of
Southwest
the landing process, and this will also allow us to better assist you. Visit myfrontier.com and fly to get our lowest fare done right. We've enjoyed our flight
while we're
today.
waiting for that guy.
Frontier Airlines.
Frontier Flight 2127, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Frontier Flight 2157. Oh, the brake's doing. Yeah, let's do the brake fan. We have 260-degree brakes, and they're getting hotter. Whiskey Bravo, all right for 2157?
Yeah, that's clear.
Sorry about that.
No worries. It's 9:30 my time. I gotta get to bed. I wish we could go to Burbank. So we'll hold that thought. We'll go to do the Burbank flight tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do it in the Southwest. On my Southwest, I'm still in Phoenix.
I use Frontier, and so we are going in for D18, which is going to be all the way up. And we can come around, so we can go in Charlie 6 or Charlie 5. Did paint their engines black, or am I missing a piece? No, that's right. I think. Thought I had the custom paint kit in there. Let's see. If we had gotten off from Charlie 5 here. We had gotten out of Burbank or out of Phoenix the first time on time. Would have been in good shape for the turn to Burbank. Good night for a visual approach in there, especially a quasi-challenging one. I'm actually surprised. I'm getting pretty good rate here. Again, it's not all about the vertical speed, guys. It really isn't. Who's going to do that?
And approach to Southwest 1534, we're ready for push and start.
So 1534, push and start on taxiway Charlie is approved, face left.
Pop up my approach report.
So the taxiway Charlie approved,
so you guys can see it. It's
AviaWorks.
Excuse me, it's the same thing I use for my remote CDU here, right? So, my airspeed was 140. Right, remember, our VLS was 143, and the approach was 147, 148. We picked up that tailwind right at the end, so it's natural to float. I've been getting better with the A320, so 21 here. It's super easy to float. Okay, I think we want the green taxi lane here, which is the first one. Yep, south taxi lane. The first time I came to Vegas, and this is how good the Fly Tampa scenery is. First time I came to Vegas, both my flights, we arrived into the Echo Gates. Last time I was in Vegas, I went to Delta 1, and I left from Delta 32. And let me tell you, I mean, other than the palm trees that they show that are inside the Delta Gates here, not on this end, but on the other side, these Echo Gates, like, that's the Gambling Lounge, everything's there. It's pretty cool.
280. All aircraft that gets approaches back. Rob calling for clearance. What was your call sign? Southwest 4955.
Taxi laid off.
Southwest 4955. The login for Southwest is Sierra Whiskey Alpha. Oh, sorry. I will correct that. Just a second.
I can't see a blessed thing, but they tell you to turn that off when you go inside.
Now we have Southwest 4955, request KLX on 280 IFR.
I know, I cheat, I leave the numbers up.
Southwest 4955, thank you. Refile your flight plan, please.
Waving us in, how the brakes do.
Okay, I will refile.
So I don't have a GSX profile here, so this could be off a little bit. Like there's a Pandora right here, on the other side there's a Brooks Brothers right across from B-32. It's there. It's so cool. APU's on, he just popped the APU bleed. Brake fan's still on. So we wait for 10% N1. We'll go belts, beacon, doors. Jetway. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
There's the exterior power. And I'm gonna ask for ground air if I can get it. I don't know what's going on here, but that's gotta be fixed. So I'm gonna ask for the ground air on my mobile EFB. Because it is Vegas. It's actually not too hot. 19. Worth it anyways.
With the 2311, ready for attack or pushback and unit start.
Ladies and gentlemen, push back to dispatch about the
That is it, my
attack.
friends.
Not be used.
Welcome to Lost Wages, Nevada. It's a pretty good shot right there. I've gotten so many good shots. To see if any builds has a dynamic lighting for here. I'll have to take a look. I think I might have installed it already. So let's pop up the Volanta. Pop in our screenshots. I only took a few. The one thing I have complained about Volanta is that if you're trying to add like good screenshots that you took, if you complete the flight, it forces you to add them one at a time. So let's see, review, screenshots, should be 11 here, so 3, 6, 9, yep, alright. So statistics, so 1.45 on the GeForce, so it's a little bit of a bump. I've been getting some .98s, minus 100.51. Well, that's another good screenshot right there. And then, let's see, my ACARs. Oh, that's interesting. This called for 49.21. What? Oh, I can't, yeah. That's weird.
And approach Southwest 1534, ready for taxi runway 26 right.
Southwest 1534, unable runway 26 right, runway 1 right at Bravo, taxi via Charlie, Golf, Bravo.
Bravo, do runway 1 right via Bravo, Charlie, Golf, Bravo, Southwest 1534.
I use all this stuff. So it gives you,
Charlie, Golf,
it'll give you the overheads,
Charlie, Golf, Bravo, Southwest 1534.
PMDGs, CDUs. I use them all. I bought all the licenses for them. I think it was like 80 bucks for the full thing, or 80 euro. So I'm gonna go ahead and generate the flight monitor up, and let's open the link and take a look. So this will show you my entire approach from 4,000 feet above the ground to the landing, right? And I love this thing. So, 1010, 129 Zulu, Reed International, 26 left, Airbus A321. So we met the stabilized criteria for instrument conditions, we met the stabilized criteria for VMC. You can hear the CFMs in the background there, tick, 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 tick. So, Greaser, consider positive touchdown on, if it was a shorter runway like Burbank, I would have thumped that thing. Because you want to get down and slow down. My pitch is about 4. So I can get anywhere from 100 to, 250 FPM every time, 1,500 feet down the runway, which I did not do here. Obviously did not do here, right? Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500, usually about 1775 is my average. At a 4-degree pitch, pretty much on ref, so I was 3 knots slow there, because again, remember we carried, right? So here we come down the glide slope, right? The autopilot was already out. Otherwise, this would show. Okay, so the autopilot was already out, and you can actually see the bank I'm giving this, right? So this right here is a bank command to the left, right? Little left, little right, little left, little right, and you can see as we get closer in, right? I was fighting off that tailwind that was swinging around on me. Okay, so you can see gear and landing configuration. This is when I called for flaps 3, right? Get back down on track. and then I dove underneath a little bit. Now watch, something even cooler, you can zoom in on the final approach. So again, I was a little high, 3 miles out, right? So the flaps got in at about 2,000 feet right there, 6 miles out. To get a little bit high again.
Approach South 34, do you want me to enter the runway to Alpha 8 or on Delta?
500 feet
So
stabilization
1534,
gate.
continue straight ahead on Bravo to runway 1 right.
Coming down, and then I pushed a little touch too low, but not, you know, it was within limits. It would tell me up here, right? It would tell me we were not stable up here. So that's within limits. And what I was looking for was a touchdown between here and here, but not here. So I was about 300 feet past my limit. And you guys did see I was on centerline. I don't know what it is about this, if it's the make runways tool or something, but we were on centerline when we came in. It's weird sometimes, airports. But there's the last 4,000 feet of the approach. You can zoom in on the satellite. Let's see. Right. Normally I would be looking to touch down here to about here. This time I touched down. But still in the touchdown. Still in theoretically the touchdown. You want to be down before.
2311 runway 1 right at
so
Bravo.
This is where I arrived to Vegas here.
Golf, Bravo.
Left from Vegas here. Pretty cool terminal,
Bravo.
except for the fact that you can take a tram over.
2311 Vegas, altimeter
I definitely like the E gates better. I haven't been in these gates since I was a kid.
300, and I do have information about
coming back from Hawaii.
So the 1534 runway 1 right at Bravo, clear for takeoff.
So that's the landing report.
1 right at Bravo,
for tonight. You can hear those CFMs ticking away. See the Luxor beam in the distance. So we'll go ahead and shut down the aircraft now. Once all the passengers are on, so we can start now. I'm gonna go.
We'll go straight ahead out of Bravo and then take a right on the runway 1 right.
Cruise supply to off.
1534. Yeah, affirmative. Right turn onto the runway.
Thank you.
Exterior lights off. Gotta leave that one for now. You can actually go PAX off if you really want to. It's not really on the checklist, but I've heard some people do turn the PAX off. Not 100%. Definitely have to wait 2 minutes on the APU. Make sure the APU gets a cool down. I believe it was. Conditions in there. Cut off that's in. So remember guys, it's not about... Wow, everybody's on tonight on the West Coast. That never happens. I really wish I had the time. So we're an hour and 2 minutes. I think the flight registered on my Frontier profile. That registered at 49 foot per minute landing. I thought that was pretty cool. So let's see. Yep, they registered details.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Just checking my Frontier, Flybe Frontier profile. Wow, it doesn't even tell me my landing rate. Oh, here we go. The average landing rate at Frontier is minus 140. Nice. So that's my rate. So I always shoot for anywhere from, you know, if I can get a minus 0, I'll take it. You know, I won't look the gift horse in the mouth, as it were. But I'm not pushing for that. Right? It's not my goal. My goal is to get in the zone, in the touchdown zone, on the center line, on speed. Actually put the FCU back to track, heading track. Turn these off. Turn this up for a minute. Actually do that. You can still hear him saying goodbye. that. I did not send a Hoppy ACARS report, and I usually do that, and it's probably going to tell me to, yep, nope, not going to let me do that now. If you send it, once the doors open, there'll be a Hoppy ACARS report for you. A telex. He set up his stuff. It's okay, first officer's already at the hotel bar. $230 passengers. I gotta get used to Frontier. JetBlue's either 159 on the mint, 200 even, or we did turn off the brake fans. So let's see, are we good on that? There's the wheel page. Still a little hot, but they're cooling down. They'll be all right. Oh, thought I was going to lose my mouse for a second. Yeah, something's going on over there. It's the black hole of mice. Last couple folks saying goodnight. It's such a cool scenery. So this, as far as I know, is Orbex. I do have the night environment NG for Florida. Unfortunately, I have to turn the settings way down to stream there because of VFR Miami and Lauderdale. Because I don't feel like installing them and reinstalling them and excluding one or the other. Let me see if I can pop down on the other side of this terminal and show you. Is it gonna let me? So yeah, the walkways aren't there. There's Starbucks and stuff in the middle of it. If you can. This hall is accurate too. Huge, massive. You come off the trains right over here. I don't know, I think there's a way I can do that, but I'm fixed to the plane at the moment. And that's that. Last passenger's off. Deboarding's completed, so we're gonna go ground power off. Battery 2. Battery 1. That's it, cold and dark airplane. Thanks for watching if you did. If you enjoyed it, you know, leave a like or whatever. I don't monetize the channel. So, you know, feel free to support. I really do not monetize the channel. It's not about that. It's about learning about airplanes and loving airplanes. So, thanks again, and I hope you had an excellent time.